Okay, now some of you are probably thinking, well, I don't need to know how to do this because I'm just going to use my calculator. But you know, the thing about PEMDAS that you have to keep in mind, if you your calculator tries to use PEMDAS, so if you don't understand how it works, if you don't type in the problem correctly, you're not going to get the right answer back. So you really need to understand order of operations, because I've seen kids that use their calculator so much, but they end up getting the problem wrong just because they didn't understand how the calculator is going to do things and they typed it in wrong. So your calculator only knows what you tell it. So, you know, don't just hate PEMDAS because you have a calculator. Don't be hating on it, because it's a good thing to be able to do. So let's do some more examples. 2 plus 3 times 7. Now you'd be tempted to do 2 plus 3, but multiplication comes before addition. So I do the multiplication first, and I get 21, and then 2 plus 21 gives me 23. Next problem, remember it's parentheses, I don't have any, and then exponents. Oh, I've got exponents right there, so I leave the 6 times 2, and 4 squared is 16, and then 6 times 2 is 12 minus 16, which is -4. Now, if you're not good at subtracting negatives, for right now, you can let your calculator help you with that part. In fact, maybe you would do the little baby steps with your calculator, you know, and the little tiny steps instead of the whole big thing. But eventually, we are going to be super experts at subtracting and having negative numbers, so don't you worry about that. We'll get to that really soon. The next one, I've got addition and subtraction and division. I do the division first, and I get a 2. And then going left to right, because addition and subtraction have the same power, 6 plus 2 is 8 minus 5, and then 8 minus 5 is 3. And then this one, later we're going to learn about the distributive property, but for right now we do the parentheses first. So 5 plus 9 is 14. And then I've got multiplication and subtraction. So I do the multiplication next. I get 2 times 14 is 28. And then 28 minus 6 is 22. Okay, the next one, I have parentheses. And then inside the parentheses, I have other stuff. So I go inside the parentheses, and I ignore everything outside the parentheses. And starting on the inside and working my way out, I have 7 squared is 7 times 7, or 49, minus 3 squared, which is not 6, it's 3 times 3, or 9. Okay, now I have these parentheses in here. Notice, now I know I did the exponents first, but that's because I went inside the parentheses. So, you know, technically I am simplifying parentheses first. So 49 minus 9, I get 40 divided by 2. And I did the subtraction first because it's still in parentheses. And then 40 divided by 2, I get 20. And then the last one here, I have 3 minus 5. I do that first because it's in parentheses. So I get 3 minus 5 is going to be -2. And then let's see, I'm going to do division, or I'm going to do multiplication because I'm going to go left to right, and then division. So I have 1, and then 2 times -2. Until we go over negative numbers, you can use your calculator, but that's going to give me -4 divided by 4. And then I do the division next, so I have 1 minus, well, that's going to be 1, and 1 minus 1 is 0. So there are just a few examples using PEMDAS, and I'm sure I will do many more for you in class. And by the time you are done, you'll be experts at it. So you will not say, please end my day at school. You will say, please let me stay here longer. I don't know how we can work that into math, but that's what you'll be saying.